A stormy Tuesday afternoon for us around southern West Virginia. Windy too. As you take a look at the camera at I-64, mile marker 124. Look at that camera moving around because we have some very gusty winds out there, no question about it, as we go through the afternoon hours. So not only will the rain be a travel concern for you, so will the high winds, especially in the high profile vehicles, as we do see some gusty winds at times around the region. Right now out of the west at 12, that's at the Beckley Airport. Temperature is 82 degrees. Light rain is being indicated. The relative humidity 58% means that we're going to need a little bit more rain to see it actually make its way into the bucket. The barometer is at 29.84. The sunset time this evening is at 8:50. Up to Charleston we go. I-64 mile marker 58. This is our future right here. Wet roads, of course, mean for slow travel and slow commutes as we head out and about to our evening time plans. And temperatures around the state are showing the difference in areas that have seen some rain and that are seeing some rain, those that have not. It's 82 in Beckley and also in Lewisburg, 79 in Bluefield, but 73 in Charleston, where you saw it was raining a second ago. 74 in Huntington, 72 in Parkersburg, 74 in Clarksburg, 75 in Wheeling. Visible satellite over the last 6 hours shows us those lines of showers and thunderstorms that are making their way into and through the region. This is associated with a front that's going to drop our temperatures nicely over the next couple of days. But first, we have to put up with these showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be on the strong to severe side. Already a couple of storm reports, too, in the northwestern portions and western portions of the state of West Virginia. You see some flood icons here. You see some broken trees, which, of course, means strong winds. And we've seen some other ones, other icons on there as we take a look at what's happening over the last couple of hours. Also off to the east, so if your travel plans take you in this direction, even right now you'll see some rough weather, and that what kind of weather that we're seeing right now in our area is going to push off to the east as well. So now zooming in on our neck of the woods, you see the strongest line of storms, McDowell, Wyoming counties back into southwestern Virginia, heading off to the east at a pretty good clip. And the futurecast indicates nicely that this is going to almost be out of the area by 7 o'clock. At least the strongest activity will. However, even rain showers, just general rain showers, could cause some issues as we go through the next day or so, because we are going to see possibilities for some flash flooding, because even when you have a little bit of rain, even if it's heavy rain and not severe weather, flash flooding could still result, even if you don't necessarily have the kind of strong storms that we're talking about here on the severe weather threat graphic, where high winds are a possible concern. But again, flooding is the main deal as we go through the next 24 hours. Futurecast rainfall for the next 48 hours, according to the RPM model, shows heavy totals. And of course, if you find yourself underneath one of these thunderstorms, it will indeed be an issue, a concern for you, the possibilities for flooding, that is. Aches and pains forecast, icky at first, and then, hey, nice smiley faces as we go through later days. That aches and pains forecast sponsored by ARH, and we are going to see nice conditions after we get rid of the showers and storms, including for the 4th of July, which is the day on Friday. A lot of people have a 3-day weekend. They'll get a really nice 3-day weekend, but it will be on the warm side, Tiger. Temperatures mid to upper 80s, lows rising up into the lower to middle 60s. You notice I put a 59 there. You see the 59 there Thursday morning? I was hesitant to put 59. When you put 59 there and it doesn't get to 59, people are like, 59, you know, nice and cool.
It's a scary number.
No.
Now, speaking of scary, weather isn't scary. It was a nice segue. Is that,
that's right.
Are you expecting us to get flooding like how we did I think it was last Friday on Main Street, where we saw that video from
Oak Hill. That's right.
Are we expecting flooding of that level or something even
worse?
worse?
Well, it's a possibility for sure. Some of those rain totals we saw, some of those thunderstorms have rainfall rates of almost 3 inches an hour. That will certainly cause some real flash flooding issues, especially in the urban areas where the drainage is fairly poor.
And it'll be even worse considering how we had that downpour last night, too.
And we had saturated soils, like you talked about, but from those downpours last night and others.
All right. Well, if you guys do see some flood water, remember to turn around and do not drown, because even an inch of flood water can take out your car.
That's right. Well, it certainly can move your car, Inch, 2 inches, 6 inches, it's gone.
Yeah, so be careful whenever you guys are out driving about, if you guys have to be out in this weather. But until then, we have more news and weather coming your way after the break, so don't go anywhere.